It's 9:14 here on your Wednesday. Thank you for staying with us. A recent documentary that just came out looks at the history of Pilot Mountain State Park and the man who had a major hand in its creation.
It's called Grit, Heart, and History, the Joe Matthews documentary. This is presented by Surrey on the Go.
So joining us to share more this morning is the filmmaker, the writer, director as well, Peter Kolszewski, and then we have Andy Matthews, who is also the son of the person who is featured in this documentary. So thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Peter, we're going to start with you. Can you talk just overall, what does this documentary cover?
It covers everything from that you would want to know about Pilot Mountain. It's the history of Pilot Mountain. It's who's responsible for Pilot Mountain. You know, every day, have you all been up on Pilot Mountain before?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you climb up there, did you ever wonder what it took just to become a state park? Well, that's what this film explains. This film goes into it, about how people pitched in and how one man rallied everybody together. He was always behind the scenes. He was a very humble man. His name was Joe Matthews, but he just never gave up. He did whatever he could to get the Pilot Mountain to happen, and also he's responsible for a bunch of other things like history, places like Horn Creek Farm, and also our rivers like Yadkin River and trails.
I truly have wondered about the history and, you know, just the shape of the park and just everything about it when I first moved here. So this is so nice we get to highlight this documentary. And Andy, what was it like growing up with your dad? I mean, share your relationship with him and really seeing this park come to fruition.
He juggled a lot. The biggest project would be Pilot Mountain State Park, but he was also involved in other projects like the Yadkin River section of Pilot Mountain State Parks and Horn Creek Farm Museum. And so when we were growing up, we spent a lot of time with Dad and my two sisters helping to make Pilot Mountain into a state park. And we also spent some time at Hanging Rock State Park as well. So he always had something going on.
Just great stretches and parts of our state that I'm so happy that you are getting to share the backstory of. Peter, what was the process like of making this documentary and interviewing people like Andy?
It was a relief that there was people out there like Andy, because stuff to tell the story with that person not being there. It came about with Surrey County was celebrating their 250th anniversary, and they were kicking around some ideas of who to celebrate and what to celebrate. And Joe Matthews kept on coming up with our state manager and Marion Venable, who's one of our local historians. Well, it ended up being like a sticky on the board, like on the background, but it never left our county manager's mind. And he's always wanted to do that story, and he challenged us to do it. My partner Nathan Walls, who's the director of Surrey on the Go, was instrumental in getting this video done. Everybody pulled together. Whoever knew Joe Matthews, they all just said, "We're in. We'll do it." And the family pulled together. Joe was meticulous about. He cut out clips of newspapers.
That's true.
And he saved all kinds of pictures. So that part was easy. Once I met the family opened up their doors and let us pretty much use just about everything to tell the story.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it was a culmination of everybody pulling together, and there's a long list of people that we couldn't have done it without doing this film. Have you all seen it yet?
I've watched clips of it because I know that you had sent me the link last week, and it really is beautifully told, and I think it shows how people can enjoy the park in modern days. Andy, really quick, I want to make sure we get to you because I know that you've been able to accept awards on your father's behalf since he has passed, including the longleaf pine. Can you just speak about what this means to see the park as it is today and to accept these kinds of honors?
Right. Dad was never one to take credit. He always worked behind the scenes. The New River is a good example. When there were plans to build an electronic dam there, Dad decided to get involved. And Papa, my grandfather, said, "Joe, you're too late. You can't save it." And all that did was just motivate my dad to do more. And so he worked with state legislators. Ham Horton was a big one. Ultimately, they stopped the dam, and Dad ended up at the White House with President Gerald Ford. So it's kind of a story about local boy makes good.
That's really beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Andy and Peter, for joining us this morning. And I know that it will be very popular amongst all of our viewers when they find out about this and watch it at home. So thank you again. And folks, it is titled Grit, History, and Heart. Right now, you can find it on the Surrey on the Go web YouTube page, and we'll have a direct link to that as well after this newscast airs. Grit, Heart, and History.
Yeah.
I love that.